first one is that you have to plot these two functions. Suppose I will plot these two functions, okay, in this range 0 to 10. One function is e to the power minus x by 5, another function is sin x. So question is that this is called visual inspection. By plotting this, can you guess what will be the answer? That means can you find where these two functions are equal? Okay. So the first part is clear. You have to plot the function e to the power minus x by 5 and sin x. After that plot, can you find the approximation where both are equal? So from the graph, can you tell me where they are equal? So I will plot the graph.
Yes, sir.
So how to plot? The range is 0 to 10. So what to do for the graph? First, yes.
Sir,
X
first
is
we
equal
said
to
x
np
is
dot arrange.
First we have to arrange from range 0 to
10.
So I am running this one. Here I am editing. I already have 0. So just watch. No need to do. That is assignment for you. You have to do later. 0 to 10. So what increment you want? Tell me that increment I will give for plotting.
0.5.
0.1.
0.1. Okay, I will give 0.1. So x is done. Now I have to plot two functions. One is e to the power minus x by 5. Another one is sin x. So one I am calling y1. Another one I am calling y2. So here is required. I will plot. So first y1. y1 equal to, just 1 minute. np.exp minus x by 5. This is the function, first function. Another function is y2, that is sin x, np dot sin x. So I will plot x comma y1 and x comma y2. That's all. So plot, after if you run, you will get the plot of both functions. So this is the, okay. So now you just see, I given y1, y2 plot dot c, and what I am getting. Can anyone tell what is the reason?
Sir,
I'm not
x is
getting.
missing.
X is missing where? Yeah, x
Yeah,
is
in
missing.
the
Yes, so I didn't define x actually. X equal to this. Now I will run. So this is the graph. So I think graph is visible to everyone. One is sin x, another one is blue one is the e to the power minus x by 5. Now back to the question. So question is, you have to find all point where both are equal. So from the graph, can you tell me what are the point where both are equal?
1, 3, 6.5 and 9.5.
So total 4 points are there where they are equal. Is that clear to everyone? The intersection point of these two graph will give the point where both are equal. So
yes, sir.
if you you have to submit the assignment. That means you have to write in a Word file, then you can convert into the PDF. You have to write this like this visual inspection part A. So there are 4 answers you have to type, and whatever guess you want to make, exact guess I am not asking, this is just approximation. So you have to write your answer. Like if someone think that this is 6.5, you can write 6.5. If you want someone think okay it is 6.4, you can write 6.4, no problem. So whatever you guess based on this graph, you can write. This is the first observation. So is that clear? By graph you have to guess where the root, that means where is the value. Both are equal in between 0 to 10. So it is starting from 0, it will go up to 10. Now the same problem will solve by bisection method. So can we apply the bisection method here? That is the first question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, bisection method will do what? Bisection is method for what? What bisection method will do? Can bisection method?
Continuous and interval value positive and negative, then roots lie between.
But for this function, what is the value of roots? What is the meaning of root? There are two functions. There is not one function.
So first we will bring sin x to the left hand side, like e to the power minus x by 5 minus sin x.
Yeah, this one.
We'll make that f of x.
So she's saying about this. Take this f of x. If you find x, so if you take f of x equal to this, e to the power minus x by 5 minus sin x equal to 0, that means whatever x you will find, if it will give 0, that is same as this function is equal to that sin x at that x. That means you have to find the root of this new function f of x, that is e to the power minus x by 5 minus sin x. If you are able to find the root means the value where this function is 0. Okay, so in the bisection method you need a interval, right? So here I wrote everything what to do. You have to write a program which will implement the bisection method given the initial interval ak comma bk. You have to choose that interval. For choosing the interval, how you will choose the interval, you can use the result of this part 1. That means from the plot you can take the help. It is written use the result from the problem number 1a. That means by this picture plot you can guess where is the root and that interval you can take. So from the picture I will show again. Can you tell me which interval you will choose? If you want to find this root, which interval you will choose?
0 to
Sir,
2.
1 to 2.
0 to 2.
0 to 2, because we don't know, suppose this is 1, we don't know it is 1 or not, so 0 to 2 will choose. So this for this problem you have to solve 4 times. 4 times means for each root you have to choose a one different interval. One interval is 0 to 2, another we can take 2 to 4, then we can take 6 to 8 and 8 to 10. Is that clear? We have to choose 4 different interval to get all 4 root. That is very much clear from this picture. So now we'll do bisection method. Once you will do bisection method, I given this criteria: when absolute value of this function is less than 10 to the power minus 7, then you can stop. In bisection method, every time we are dividing the interval in 2 parts, then we are choosing one part and one is we are neglecting, again we are dividing, then again, so keep on dividing. When we will stop? Suppose we will get fx equal to 0, definitely will stop because we got the answer. At which x it is 0, that we want. But even if we will not get that x equal to 0, even we will get 10 to the power minus 7. This means mod of fx means the fx lies between minus 10 to the power minus 7 to plus 10 to the power minus 7. That means very close to 0. Then only will stop. Even if you will not get exact 0, that function is very close to 0, then we will stop. Right? This is we want 0, but if we will get this.
Sir, it should run until mod of fx should be greater than 10 to the power minus 7.
Yes. This the meaning of this. The bisection method run until this condition is not satisfying. Once it will satisfy, it will stop. That is the meaning here in the program. Once it will be greater than 10 to the power minus 7, that means we are not enough close to 0. Once it will be less than 10 to the power minus 7, that interval minus, then we will stop. And once we will stop, we'll get our answer. So this question is clear. Bisection question is clear or not? What to do actually? Then the same thing we have to perform by Regular-Falsy. The same question we have to do by Newton method. Newton method, we have to take this initial guess bk minus ak. That is the initial guess you have to choose. Okay, so this I will do one bisection method. Regular-Falsy just 2-3, only 1 or 2 line we have to change. That is just formula, and then Newton method. So I'm going to start this bisection method. First we need this function, and I already told how to define the function. So I will define the function here. I want to start bisection method. So I will write the bisection method program. So I'm just writing here bisection method. I'm going to start bisection method. First we need the function, so I will define the function f of x. I already told how to define return return e to the power x np dot exp. This is the exponential function minus x by 5 minus np dot sin x. So anyone have any doubt
Sir,
how I define the function? Yes.
Sir, return return.
Okay.
Sir, sir,
Spelling is wrong. Yes.
sir, if we draw the graph np dot exp minus x by 5 minus np dot sin x, then
Yes.
how can we conclude the root in?
Yeah. Where it will cut the x-axis, those are roots. Simple. If you plot fx equal to 0, when it will cut the x-axis, that means fx equal to 0. Y-axis x equal to 0. Then you can conclude. Is that clear? Clear or not? See, if you are plotting fx equal to 0, that means
Sir,
you are plotting, yes.
sir, I send the graph means here, like my x-axis and y-axis was not caught. So that's why I'm asking. In the chat box, I send the graph.
No, it will cut. Anyway, it will cut. See, I am doing the same thing. Like if you're plotting both two function, one side is e to the power minus x by 5 and other side is this one. So the same thing again you have to do. See, one side is fx.
Like I did that y3 is equal to exp minus x by
Yeah, whatever
exp.
you did, I'm just explaining. See, if you do that one, so you are plotting one is this function equal to another is this function. You are plotting two function, both function where it will cut, that will be the answer. One function is this one, another function is y equal to 0. You have to plot y equal to 0 and you have to plot this, both will cut where, that is the answer. So you are getting actually, you plotted correctly. I see in your graph. See, 0 is where? You just see in your picture, where is the 0? 0, that is the x-axis, and draw that x-axis, you will get the answer. Is that clear? So
Yes,
up to
sir.
this, you have to draw x-axis. The x-axis is not there in your figure. So this function definition, anyone have any doubt? This is how I define. I already explained anyway. Method. So after this function, what is the next step in bisection? What you need? Can anyone tell how to start this bisection?
Mid-
Function is there.
Midpoint of
Midpoint of what?
2 points.
Midpoint
A
of
and B.
endpoint.
Yeah, first we need the point, then only midpoint will come in the picture, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll choose 2 points. So from this picture I can choose. I am showing. Tell me which route you want. I will show you that one. If you take this initial guess 6 and 8, I can show this one. Tell me which one you want. I will choose that point, that interval. In between
0 and
0 and 2. Okay, I will take 0 and 2. So that exercise you have to repeat 4 times for different a and b. A equal to 0, right? B you want to choose 2. Then we need to calculate midpoint. Midpoint formula, you know, C equal to A plus B by 2. I think up to this, no difficulty to anyone. I define function. I took A, B and C. C is the midpoint of A and B, that is A plus B by 2. Clear?
Yes.
So now tell me what is the next step. So now instead of open this closed interval 0 to 2, that means AB, I got two different interval, AC and BC. So now which interval will choose? AC we will choose or BC?
AC.
How you know A will choose AC?
Sir, if f of a into f of c is less than 0, then AC.
Okay.
Otherwise, BC.
F of B into F of C is less
So
than
whatever
0,
he's saying, that I will write. If f of a into f of a into f of C is negative,
Of C.
we'll choose, yeah, f of A into f of C, we'll choose which interval we'll choose?
A to C.
We'll choose A to C, right? So I'm just writing, I will delete again. A, B, C. I will explain. Else, if it is not true, then what we'll choose? If f A f C is greater than 0, which interval we'll choose?
C to B.
C to B. So if it is true, like f of A and f of C is negative, then our interval become AC. Otherwise, our interval become, if this condition is not true,
C
then
to
which
B.
interval? C to B.
C to B.
That means, yeah, that means AB will become CB. See, initial interval was AB, but based on this criteria, our new interval become AC. AB will become AC. Then we'll do again the same thing for this new interval AB. Here AB will become CB, depending on if this is less than 0. If it is not less than 0, then AB will become CB. That means our new interval for next process. Again we will divide. After that, again we have to choose the midpoint. Again we have to calculate C equal to A plus B by 2. And then again we have to repeat the same process. I'm writing A plus B by 2 because I changed the interval. AB will become AC. Here AB will become CB. So whichever the case, based on that it will change. And then again I am finding this new point. Once we'll get new point, we'll again do the same thing. Is that clear? This is the only one step I wrote. I took the interval 0 to divided by 2, that means half. Then based on this condition, I change the interval. It becomes AC, the condition. Otherwise, it will become CB. Right? Then again, I found the midpoint. Up to this, I hope no doubt. So this is one step. So like that, how many times I have to perform this? How many times we'll divide like this?
So we have to use the stopping criteria, mod of fx.
Yeah, we have to use until unless that mod of fx is less than 10 to the power minus 7. Up to that will this condition. If this condition will meet, we'll stop. Right? So I will use that code this much. This is the process of dividing and doing this. So which loop I will use? We have to repeat the same thing. While loop. So I will write while f of c and absolute value modulus. So I wrote ABS. ABS means absolute value of f of c will be greater than 10 to the power minus 7. I think it is 7. When it is greater than 10 to the power minus 7, this will work. If it is not, it will stop. That means it will stop means it will automatically become less. Once it will greater, that means it will run. Otherwise, it will stop. That means it will not divide again 2, then again interval will not change, again midpoint will not come. So everything will stop. So now this whole code is inside this. So I'm just giving the space so that it will be very much clear that this whole set of part will be inside this loop. So now bisection is done. So can anyone tell which one is the answer out of this? There A, B, C, F, A, F, C, all those things written. So what will be the answer? Which one is the answer?
C.
That answer. Then I will print the answer C. I will write print C. This is the answer. So this A equal to A is unnecessary. I am deleting. It's not required because A is A. So no need to write this point because A is not changing. Here B is not changing. So I will not change because B is B. Only A is changed here. B is changed here. So now if I will run, we'll get the answer or not. Let us see. So it is giving 0.9683. This is the answer. And from the figure also we can see it is closely to 1. This value is 0.96 something. Similarly, what you have to do for this second one, 2 to 4, you have to change this 2 to 4, everything will work. So anyone have any doubt in this bisection method? Tell me.
Sir, I have
Like any line you have a doubt, then tell me. I will explain why I wrote that line. I already explained anyway.
while selecting the interval 0, 2.
Yes. This interval I am
we need to-
selecting from the figure.
Yes, sir. So from the figure we are recognizing,
Yes.
but FA star FC is less than 0. Then we move to changing the interval from AB to SE.
Right.
Sir, I'm not understanding this concept.
What you are not understanding concept? Tell me.
If A star FC is less than 0, if then B
Okay.
is equal to C.
Okay. So tell me, suppose you have the interval AB where root is there. You know bisection method, right?
Yes, sir.
And you divided in two parts. So how you will decide? Forget about FA star FC. How you will decide which interval you have to choose?
Sir, the interval which contains the root.
No, how you know it will contain the root? You don't know the figure, suppose.
Sir, one point is below x-axis and one point is above x-axis.
Right. One point is below x-axis, another point is above the x-axis. So that point means f of a. If you will choose interval AC, that means f of a should be either positive and the reverse f of c will be negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Or reverse, f of c is positive, f of a will be negative. So the same thing I am writing, the product is negative. Product means either that one is positive or doesn't matter. F a product will be always negative. So that's why I wrote if product is negative, then we'll choose the interval AC. Otherwise, we will not choose the interval AC. We'll choose the reverse. That's why else. That is clear now.
Yes, sir.
One opposite sign means one is positive, one is negative means product is negative. That's why FA FC is negative.
Yes, sir. I understood.
Yeah. So this is
Hello,
the
sir.
bisection method. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. Tell me.
So suppose between A and C there is two roots, and both are on the above the axis on the positive side,
Yeah.
and from the C to B, C to B there is no root. So are we able to find the roots in this method?
Yes. What I will just show the example. See, between you said suppose this picture. See, between 0 to 10, how many roots?
So got it, four roots, but sir.
No. I just wait.
Two roots.
Yeah, I'm saying suppose okay, 0 to 4 two roots are here or not? In this picture, 0 to 4 two roots or not? 0 to 4 two roots,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So I will choose the interval 0 to 4. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Now your question is, will get the answer or not, right? That is your question.
Sir, so I'm 0 to 8. Suppose we check 0 to 8, then C becomes
Okay.
4.
0 to 8 I wrote. Whatever you will tell, I will write and I will run the code.
Yes, sir.
Means I am getting your question or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So your question is that suppose in that interval more than one root is there, this method will work or not? Let us see. First, let us see what will happen 0 to 8.
Yes, sir.
See, it is giving answer. It will definitely give at least one root. Which it will give, we don't know, but it will give, because 0 to 8, whatever root is there, dividing half, it will give the answer.
But sir, my question is in 0 to 8, C is equals to 4.
0 to 8, yeah, C equal to 4.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
C equals to 4, and F of A and F of C are both are on the same sign. That is, the F of A and F of C will be so how the roots in between A to
See.
C?
F of a C, same sign. That means this is positive, right? This is not negative. That means this part is gone. Then it will choose this interval. It will choose this interval. It will not choose interval. It will choose based on this.
Okay.
See, both case I wrote. If this happens, then this is the interval.
No, sir. In this example, the roots is lying between after the 4. So this is result showing the result
Even
6
where
point
it
something.
is,
But
even whatever case you will choose, it will work. The thing is that the initial interval root must lie in that. Root must means it is already one positive, one negative. Both cannot be positive. You cannot choose in the bisection method. That is the condition for bisection. Root must lie. Then only you will start the interval.
Yes, to know that, but my
See,
you're
that
not
is
getting
the
my exact point.
yeah. What you want to say? Tell me now. I am explaining everything. Anyway, this is
Yes,
not.
yes, sir. Suppose I deal with another capsule graph. Suppose
See, whatever
suppose
you want
the
to
roots
tell me,
will lying
suppose I
between
will
0 and
suppose.
2.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
0 and 2. Yes.
uh, 0 and 2. Two roots lie 0 and 2. Okay.
Yes.
And we are dealing with the function from 0 to 10.
Okay.
0
Yes.
to 10. Then and A to A or B 0 and 8.
Okay, so what I will say, you have to work some problem given in the theory class, then you will know. See, whatever you are trying to say, that case will never arises because initially you are taking the interval AB, one sign is positive, one is negative, it is already there in the beginning only. Okay, beginning one is positive, one is negative. Once you will get midpoint, it will either match with the positive positive or with the negative negative. So one will be automatic discarded. So whatever case you are trying to say, it will never come in the picture.
Yes.
It will never come.
According to the algorithm, my answer is not coming, sir. That's why I'm asking.
According to your algorithm, answer will come because algorithm is already tested and the convergence of algorithm is already proved maybe in the theory class. So it will definitely converge to that. See, converge what I am saying, you know the real analysis, the some sequence, Cauchy sequence, all those sequence you know. So these actually we are creating a sequence. So every time we are getting a midpoint, so we are creating a sequence of a midpoint. And that sequence slowly, because every time we are getting midpoint, it will converge to the actual answer. And that is already proved. So that's why bisection method will work, and this epsilon is that epsilon in the epsilon definition of the convergence of a sequence.
सर मैंने सर यही मतलब किया है लेकिन वो हो नहीं रहा है सर लाइन फोन
So
पे
no problem. I will just share this to you. So don't worry. See, for me it is working. That means for you it should work. Maybe you did something wrong. That's why it is coming problem.
Yes, sir.
I will share this code to you. Only this much. So this is the bisection formula, C equal to A plus B by 2. If you replace this by Regulov-Falsy, you will get the Regulov-Falsy, right? So I will just copy and I will change the Regulov-Falsy. You know Regulov-Falsy formula. So I will write here. Anyway, I will share this to you, so don't worry.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, if we print each iteration like you did in earlier,
Yeah, you
so
can print. You have to give printing inside the loop.
like the tabular format.
Yeah, you can get. If you will not get, I will explain in the next class. Anyway, you have to give printing. I already printed 1 to 10 range. So like that, if you print, it will print. Like percentage F, you have to give and how many variable you want to print, the same thing. Suppose I will show here in bisection. Now I will suppose I want to print. I want to print A, B, C, everything. Iteration also I can print. So I'm just showing how to print A. Sorry, this like that you have to write in Python. In this A you want to print, B you want to print, C you want to print. Even F of C also you can print. And here you have to give percentage F. Then one more 3 times percentage F. All 3 value will be printed. So this is the code in Python for printing. All 3 A you want to print simultaneously. Then this percentage symbol, which variable you want to print. You want to print A, you want to print B, you want to print C. So all 3. If you want to print one more, you have to write one more percentage here. So if you run, it will work. So see, all coming in the table form. Is it clear?
Yes.
We started 4, then 8, then 6 came midpoint, then 6, 8, 14, midpoint is 7, then 6, 7 came, midpoint is 6.5, and so on. Just keep on dividing and we are getting close to the answer, 6.55. So if you want to do regular falsy, you have to change this. Regular falsy method. Can anyone tell the formula for regular falsy?
A
I want to
into
change
F
the
of A,
A into f of
A,
b,
B,
f of b minus
B
b
into F of
B
A.
into
into F.
B into
f
F
of
of A.
a divided by, so whole
Divided by
thing,
Minus
yeah, whole thing
F of B. Yes.
divided by f of b minus
Minus F of
f of a, right? This is the regular falsy formula. Done. So this C I'm changing here also because this is the C, not midpoint. Done. So now if you run, you will get the answer by using regular falsy. So this is the answer in regular falsy. See, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, only 6 times it took, and we got the answer 6.56 something. You can print also how many times we are doing. So iteration number is, this is 1, and here every time it will increase. This is 1 times, after that it will increase for next time. Iteration will become iteration number 1 plus 1. So here I can print iteration number also to show you. So I'm printing iteration A, B, C. Here I wrote D because it is integer. These are not integer. These are real number, some decimal. So that's why percentage F. So if you run, only 6 iteration it will take. That means 6 times only it will apply the formula, and you will get the answer less than 10 to the power minus 6. That means your answer is close to that 0 in this accuracy. So now try to do secant and Newton Raphson and complete that assignment. Yeah, this is the end of today's class. Just wait, I will take your attendance.